Warren Buffett is worth over $100 billion. He has publicly admitted, on national television, that he pays a lower tax rate than his secretary. Not a lower dollar amount. A lower percentage. Think about that for a second. The second richest man in America. Paying a smaller share of his income in taxes than the woman who answers his phone. This isn't a scandal. This isn't illegal. And it isn't an accident. This is the result of a carefully engineered tax strategy that has been built over 50 years, hiding in plain sight, that almost nobody has taken the time to explain in simple terms. Until now. Watch until the end, there's a free guide waiting for you. In this video I'm going to break down exactly how Warren Buffett legally pays almost nothing in taxes. And more importantly, which parts of his strategy you can start applying to your own life today. Let's start with the most counterintuitive part of Buffett's strategy. He pays himself $100,000 per year. $100,000. That's it. For the CEO of one of the most valuable companies in the world. Now you might be thinking, okay, but he has billions in the bank, so it doesn't matter. And that's exactly the point. Here's how the tax system works for a regular employee. You earn a salary. The government taxes it immediately, before you even touch the money. You pay income tax. You pay payroll tax. Social Security. Medicare. By the time it hits your account, you've already lost 30 to 45 cents of every dollar. Now here's how it works for Buffett. His $100,000 salary gets taxed normally. Just like yours. But that's essentially a rounding error for a man worth $100 billion. The real money, the billions, sits inside Berkshire Hathaway stock. And stock that you hold is not taxed. Ever. Until you sell it. Buffett almost never sells. This is the first secret. Don't take income. Own assets. Assets that grow in value every single year, completely untaxed, until the day you choose to realize that gain. For most people, income flows in and gets taxed immediately. For Buffett, wealth accumulates silently inside a company, invisible to the IRS, growing year after year without a single tax bill. This brings us to the second strategy, and it's one of the most powerful concepts in all of personal finance. Unrealized gains. Here's the difference. A realized gain is money you actually receive. You sell a stock, you collect the profit, you pay tax on it. An unrealized gain is the increase in value of something you still own. You haven't sold it. You haven't received anything. And therefore, you owe zero tax. Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway stock has increased in value by tens of billions of dollars over the last decade. But because he hasn't sold those shares, he has paid zero tax on that appreciation. Zero. The IRS cannot tax money you haven't received. That's the law. Now think about what this means in practice. Every year, Buffett's net worth grows by billions. Every year, his tax bill stays near zero. The gap between his wealth and his tax obligation widens, legally, year after year. This is why the Forbes list of billionaires grows so consistently. Their assets appreciate. They don't sell. They don't pay taxes. The wealth compounds untouched. The ordinary person earns a paycheck. Gets taxed. Spends what's left. The wealthy own assets. Watch them appreciate. Pay nothing until they choose to. Same economy. Completely different rules. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Because you might be thinking, okay, but eventually Buffett needs to spend money. He needs to eat. He needs to travel. He needs to live. And when he does that, he has to sell some stock. And when he sells, he pays taxes. Right? Wrong. This is where the strategy called buy, borrow, die comes in. And it's the single most powerful tax strategy used by billionaires around the world. Here's how it works. Step 1: buy. You accumulate assets. Real estate. Stocks. A business. Things that go up in value over time. Step 2: borrow. Instead of selling your assets to fund your lifestyle, you borrow against them. You go to a bank and you say, I have $500 million in Berkshire Hathaway stock. Give me a $10 million loan against it. The bank says yes. You get $10 million in cash. Your stock stays intact. And here's the key, a loan is not income. Loans are not taxable. You just received $10 million, completely tax-free. Buffett, Bezos, Musk, Zuckerberg, they all do this. They borrow against their assets to fund their lives while their assets continue to grow untouched. Step 3, die. And this is where it gets almost unbelievable. When you die, your assets pass to your heirs at what's called a stepped-up cost basis. This means the government resets the value of your assets to whatever they're worth on the day you die. All of those decades of unrealized gains, the billions in appreciation that was never taxed, get wiped clean. Your heirs inherit the wealth. They sell the assets. And they pay tax only on gains from the date of inheritance, not from the original purchase price. The result? Multiple generations of wealth transfer. Almost zero tax. Completely legal. This is not a loophole. This is the design behavior of the tax code. It exists to incentivize long-term investment and capital formation. The wealthy simply understood this and built their entire financial lives around it. Now we get to the fourth strategy, and this one is perhaps the most elegant of all. In 2006, Warren Buffett announced that he would give away 99% of his wealth to charity. Most people heard this and thought, wow, what a generous man. And he is generous. But there's also a financial logic to this decision that almost nobody talks about. Here's how it works. When Buffett donates money to charity, specifically to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, that donation is tax deductible. The more he gives, the lower his taxable estate. The lower his taxable estate, the less his heirs will owe in estate taxes when he dies. But it gets more sophisticated than that. By donating Berkshire Hathaway stock directly to a charitable foundation, rather than selling the stock and donating the cash, Buffett avoids paying capital gains tax on the appreciation entirely. The foundation receives the full value of the stock. Buffett gets the full tax deduction. And zero capital gains tax is triggered. The foundation then deploys that capital according to the mission of the Gates Foundation: global health, education, poverty reduction. Buffett retains significant influence over how hundreds of billions of dollars get deployed in the world. He avoids estate taxes. He avoids capital gains taxes. And he gets to shape global philanthropy for decades after his death. This is not cynical. The Gates Foundation does extraordinary work. But it illustrates something important: at the highest level of wealth, every major financial decision is also a tax decision. Nothing is accidental. Everything is engineered. Now let's be honest. You're probably not going to borrow $10 million against your stock portfolio this week. You're probably not setting up a multi-billion-dollar charitable foundation. But the principles, every single one of them, scale down to your level. Principle 1. Own assets instead of earning income wherever possible. Even a single rental property, a dividend-paying stock, or a small business changes your relationship with the tax system. Principle 2. Hold assets for the long term. Every year you hold an appreciated asset without selling it is a year you pay zero tax on that gain. Time is your most powerful tax strategy. Principle 3. Borrow instead of sell when possible. A home equity line of credit. A margin loan on a brokerage account. These tools exist for ordinary investors too, not just billionaires. Principle 4. Use tax-advantaged accounts to their maximum. An IRA. A 401k. A health savings account. These are the ordinary person's version of the Berkshire Hathaway structure, money that grows without being taxed every year. Principle 5. Think about charitable giving strategically. Donating appreciated assets directly, rather than cash, is a strategy available to anyone, not just billionaires. The gap between how Buffett manages his taxes and how the average person manages theirs is not a gap of intelligence. It's a gap of information. And now you have the information. Warren Buffett built one of the greatest fortunes in human history. And he did it by understanding one thing that most people never learn: that the tax code rewards behavior, not income. It rewards ownership over employment. It rewards patience over urgency. It rewards structure over simplicity. The rules are the same for everyone. The outcomes are not. Because most people never took the time to understand the rules. You just did. If this video opened your eyes, subscribe right now. We break down one hidden wealth strategy every single day. And don't forget to download our free guide, 7 Legal Tax Secrets the Rich Use. The link is in the description. It's free. It takes 30 seconds. And it will change the way you think about money forever.